All right, today we're working on a 2015 Dodge Caravan. If you've ever seen the lightning bolt, this is the proper way to diagnose it, so you don't just throw a bunch of parts at it. Once this loads up, this is a top-down scan tool. First thing we're going to do is give it internet. You can use your phone to have it linked. Auto scan it. This vehicle will not start. Customer did some research and put a throttle body on it. So far, it didn't fix it. Let's see what's going on. Smart scan system topology mapping. You can scan all the computers on the whole car. I always do that. That way I'm checking out what's going on with the car. Plus, this is a new customer, so I'd like to see what's going on with the car. That's the computer that we're going to go into PCM. That's the main problem we're having. We got engine oil pressure sensor circuit fault. Okay, so we're going to enter in, and it's active. It's a little low on oil, but we're gonna read the live data. We're immediately gonna go to oil pressure. I'm gonna look on the graph. Well, right now, while the car is not running, it's showing 103 pounds of oil pressure, which is kind of strange. Let's see what it does while it's cranking. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna clear all this. I'm gonna go back, smart scan it again and see what comes back. So the code did not pop up right now. Now we're gonna go to special function. To electronic throttle sensor reset. Okay. Alright, hold the throttle all the way down. Okay, as you can see, I got the vehicle running. I had to upload some information via web, but I do believe we got a janky oil pressure sensor that's gonna cause problems in the near future. Currently it is working. I was able to manipulate the computer. I don't know what might have got stuck, but it's under the intake manifold right here. I don't know if you can see way back in there. Just try to fish it out, I guess. It's probably easier. I smell a lot of fuel. I mean, this thing was flooding out the whole time. It's important not to jump the gun and tell the customer that it's fixed. I'm going to recommend a new oil pressure sensor, a new relay for the PCM, and that should do it. It wasn't what I thought I was going to be. I thought it was going to be a pedal sensor bad computer. But this video is brought to you by On the Road Again. We're the real deal. We will have many more videos that we post on different vehicles. Thank you for watching. To me, this feels like a engineering flaw. So you got this little heater hose that's right next to it that looks like it interferes with it. I got trim what's on there. I just need to get a couple more snugs on there for me to feel comfortable. I better take a little extra time and have to come back out. So we got it. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and plug everything back in. The first plug I took out needed to come out anyway, by the way. I'm thinking it's a temperature sensor. Put a flashlight back up on there. Let's pull our little harness back over here. Take our doohickey off. I don't know if you see my gloves, but they had about 5 holes in them. I'm putting a fresh pair of gloves on. You can get a case of these black, regular black natural gloves on Amazon for roughly around $60 or so, depending on if they're on sale or not. 10 boxes. Trust me, they're definitely not as thick as nice as the $25 ones they sell at the parts store, but I just can't see spending that kind of money on some rubber gloves. Now, if they want to give them to me for free, I'm gonna wear those. That's for sure. In the summertime, I work outside. I think it's something like from like April or May through August. I can't remember because I always forget, but I don't even wear gloves at all because your hands sweat so much. In the wintertime, your hands are dry. You ain't wearing gloves, all that grease can get up. And your fingers, you look like one of them old timer mechanics that look like they got permanently tattooed grease in their fingers. When I walk around, I'm off with regular clothes on. Nobody can even tell I'm a mechanic by looking at my hands. In high school, when I started working on cars, a lot of my friends were very surprised because they knew I liked to dress nice and stay clean. I've always been interested in fixing things. I grew up poor. I wanted a bike, I had to find one that was broken and fix it. I wanted a go-kart, I had to find one and fix it. Same way, first car. I live in Virginia Beach. There's this bridge down at the beach. I used to have to gun it right before this little hill where the bridge is at, because if I didn't, I wouldn't make it over it.
Hey Joey.
Yep.
Do you want an almond butter and an 100% fruit spread sandwich? It's all natural. It's almond butter, not peanut butter, and it's 100%.
I'll try and eat it after I'm done with this job.
Well, I can make it for you now, and you can take a little break if you're hungry.
I'm not at a good stopping point, but
You're not at a good stopping point?
No, you never want to stop when you got the engine opened up like this.
All right, darling. Well, just let me know if you get hungry, and I'll be glad to make you a sandwich.
All right, these are reusable gaskets. Other people might say they're not, but I bought the aftermarket ones that they sell, and they just flimsy and cheap. I feel more comfortable leaving those on there. And I probably took 100 plenums off this year. I ain't never had 1 leak using the original one. The only time I've replaced them is when I seen the ones that people put sealant on there and they're trying to put it on there. But now we're ready to put the plenum back on. We're halfway home. Alright, so this is basically reverse order. Set that bad boy up just like that. What I'm doing right now, I'm triple checking everything so I don't have to take it back home. Make sure there ain't something. I'm gonna put the bracket on first because that was the last thing I took off. So I'm gonna go in reverse order. Now, if I was stopped and had a 30-minute conversation with the guy about whatever was wrong with his car, it would have took me another 30 minutes to get back on track on this thing. Don't, if you're doing that at your house, your neighbor walks over, just be kind about it. Always be kind. Say, buddy, I'd love to sit here and chit chat with you. But if I stop doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna forget where this stuff goes. If he's one of the ones that don't get the hint, hand him some tools and tell him to start working on it with you. That's what I do. That'd be like walking up to, you see a guy cutting his front yard. You know he's trying to get that yard done, but you're gonna walk up and make him turn his lawnmower off and ask him how his day's been. Now, if he walks up and gives you something nice, that's a different story. He might be bringing you a nice bottle of Jim Beam. He was just thinking about you. That's worth cutting your lawnmower off for. I used to have a friend of mine cut my grass, Hopefully he don't watch this video one day, but if he does, he's gonna know what I'm talking about. He's talking to his little girlfriends on the phone while he's cutting my grass. He's a trip. Or Woody. Woody, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't mean nothing bad, but I cut my own grass now. I bought a Milwaukee electric mower. I don't ever have to worry about running to the store to get gas. That thing's the best thing I ever bought. Let me see here. Just take your time. I'm not gonna show you every little connection, but generally everything lays in its place. If you feel like you're tugging on something or going over top of something that don't seem like it's right, like say if you put this on first and then you try to do that, you kind of know where it goes. I mean, this stuff's common sense. There is some cars that I don't care how good you are, man. You're gonna be frustrated because the way they design it. I've missed about 3 or 4 text messages and about 3 calls from other customers. I'm doing this job. Don't freak out and answer those calls while you're doing something like this. Because if they can't wait an hour for you to call them back, and they call somebody else, 9 times out of 10 are a headache customer. The world we live in now, everybody's got sense of entitlement. I want those customers that are patient, that they let you do the job correctly, they don't try to get you to shortcut things. And I like when they actually got money. Believe it or not, there's people that call you up, try to get their car fixed, and they might only have $100 to their name, thinking they're going to get their car fixed for $100. I had somebody call me recently and ask me, do I charge to fix a car? I thought they were just wording it wrong, but they really... AutoZone gave them my number. You know, like AutoZone will put a battery in for free, stuff like that. They really thought that I was going to come out. I don't know what car, fix your car for free. I still wasn't rude to it. I was nice about it. I give people free advice all the time. I got all 7 of those torques down. The size is T20. I'm not gonna trust electric ratchets. Don't be one of them heavy-handed people, man. Bolts ain't... Don't over-tighten a bolt and strip it out. It's a little snug. This is plastic. You're just sealing a little rubber gasket with 2 plastic parts together. If you break something, tell the customer, be honest. Don't pretend like you don't know what happened, man. That I called you an hour later. Something just fell out the back of my car while 160 down the highway. Most of those guys don't even answer the phone. And they end up calling me and I gotta go out there and help them. And they ain't got no money left because they gave it all to them. If this is customers researching their own job, let me give you some advice. If you call a guy up, because this happened recently, and you say, how much to put this serpentine belt tensioner on this car, and he tells you 180, and you call around, I mean, there's reviews to look at. You call around, you find this other guy says, hey, I'll do it for 120. Don't call the guy back that told you 180 and see if we'll do it for 120. Because this lady did that, and I told her, no, I don't, that's my price. Well, she ended up calling me back later on that day. The guy put the tensioner on. She got down the road and the belt and the tensioner flew off. So I had to go out there anyway. I told her, yeah, I'll go out there. I forgot what kind of car it was because this wasn't a while ago, but I know it had an 8-cylinder and it was sideways and it was real tight. I looked up in there. What happened, the guy cross-threaded the bolt that holds the tensioner on. So he never got it flush. They snapped the bolt off in there. There's no way to get a drill in there. They asked me how much to fix it. So I couldn't tell you, I don't even pull engines. I'm a mold mechanic, but I'm thinking $5 grand. Somebody's gonna have to pull the engine out. So by her saving 60 bucks, or trying to save 60 bucks, it cost her an extra $5,000. So to me, that's common sense, but sometimes you gotta explain it to people that way. If I got an estimate on the roof of my house, and the guy told me $7 grand, but this other guy said, man, I could do it for $2 grand. First of all, I'm smart enough to know it's probably about $2,000 just for the shingles alone. But I'm not gonna fall for it. If you were at the beginning of the video and you remember this thing, you know that we're done, right? My customer's very sweet and nice, but if I would have stopped to eat that sandwich, I wouldn't be done. I'm hoping she still offers it to me. Now I'm triple checking everything. go. Is that back in there? We're going to go ahead and take all the tools off the top of the engine, put them back in the cases. Hey, but when you go back in there, will you let her know that I'm ready for her key? Thank you. Some other good advice, never say age out is easy. The biggest jinx you could ever do to yourself. Even if you've done that same job 100 times, trust me. Alright, the only thing we got to still put on is a beauty cover, but she moved it while I went and get the part, so I don't know where that's at. I don't put my tools up until I confirm that the repair is done. I'll pull the scanner out. We're going to confirm under live data that it looks different. Yeah. Okay, I'm on the confirmation part if you want to watch it, unless you're busy. Okay. I've really been happy with this top-down scanner. But trust me, there's other ones that are a lot more expensive, but this thing came with 2 years of free updates. Pretty cool. We're gonna have to go in there and reset all the old codes. We're gonna clear the code. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go PCN. We're gonna enter in there. Read data stream. Even if your scanner is different, there's going to be a mode for that. This you can, instead of scrolling and looking for it, I'm going to just type in oil, pressure switch, dual speed oil pump. I'm going to put it on a graph. If you watched the beginning of my video, when we would look at the oil pressure sensor reading with the car off, it was saying it had like 103 pounds of pressure. So we're seeing that it has 0 now, so we know the problem's fixed. I'm getting ready to show the customer too. Alright, do you remember this part? When we looked at the oil pressure reading?
Okay.
And it was saying 103 under oil pressure.
Okay.
See how it says 0 now?
Yes.
So we know the problem's fixed.
Okay.
So we go Go ahead, watch your step. Go ahead and start it up. We may have to do that reset, but that's normal oil pressure.
Okay.
So now we know. Now we know. Just step back a little bit.
Oh,
You can stand over here. Now we know the car was actually seeing a higher pressure than what it wanted, not a lower pressure. And you notice the engine's kind of got a little tiny shake to it right now. During that process, we had loaded it up with fuel. So as the computer sees the right things more and more, it's going to adjust the idle. It's going to end up settling back down. It's going to have a nice smooth idle, and you'll see the shake just go away. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 drive cycles to get it exactly how it should be. A drive cycle is equivalent of going to 7-Eleven, buying a cup of coffee. Of course, you turn your car off, you come back out, start it up. That's a drive cycle. Because these computers memorize drivers. They know when you're going to hit the gas. They know when you're going to hit the brake. Alright, so let's get out of here. This is a successful repair.
So, let me ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you just said, that a vehicle gets to know their driver. I'm telling you, people have asked me to use my vehicle before. I got to the point a number of years back where I started saying, no, I'm sorry, you cannot, because every single